Welcome back to Championship Court. It is the gold medal match for women's doubles pro. Simone Jardim and her partner Andrea Koop taking on Susanna Barr and Paris Todd. Michelle McMahon and Dominic Catalano here with you courtside with the call. It's been an action-stacked day of pickleball, Dom. A rematch from earlier today. Drawing from your memory bank in this matchup originally, what would you like to see Barr and Todd do just a touch better against Jardim and Koop to get a revenge victory here?
Well, Barr and Todd started off nice, started off hot against Jardim and Koop. And the best part about that was they took that first game. They won 11-9. It was a close one. You thought they had some momentum, but the veterans, Jardim and Koop, came right back and won games 2 and 3. So in my interview with Barr and Todd, we talked about that and kind of went through what it's like to play that double elimination and how special it is to be able to come back and play that team that knocked you down.
Moving on over to the other side, Simone Jardim and Andrea Koop have not lost yet today. What is it that makes them such a strong duo and difficult to exploit?
Well, great hands, steady, consistent. Two of the best players and female players out there.
Simone Jardim, the GOAT, as you say?
Yeah, absolutely. She has won at all levels since she started playing pickleball. The former Michigan State Spartan head tennis coach has done it all. And then with partner Andrea Koop, who is just as solid as they come, the hometown girl from here in Michigan. A lot of hometown fans here under the lights tonight trying to win that gold medal. So you're going to see a lot of hometown crowd cheering for Andrea Koop and Simone Jardim here under the lights for this gold medal match this evening.
Going to be a good one, and if history is any indicator, this one went 3 earlier today. Likely will go 3 again, potentially, here on Championship Court. That's been the theme for us all day long. Tactically speaking, what do you think Paris Todd and Susanna Barr are going to exploit early on Jardim and Koop?
Again, what it's going to be is going to be the consistency of Susanna Barr setting up Paris Todd, letting Paris Todd play her game, let her play free, let her play loose, and let her play hard. And we talked about that too in the interview. I said, how is it, Paris, playing with someone who hits such a good third shot drop and can set you up where you can crash the kitchen line and be aggressive? And she said, it's wonderful to be able to play that freely. And then after that interview, I walk over into the stands and I'm talking with Kyle Yates and Rob Cassidy. And talking to Kyle, because Kyle's been working with Paris Todd recently down in Fort Myers, and I'm like, hey, Paris is playing great. Kyle made it a point to me, and he goes, yes, Paris is playing great. He goes, but Susanna Barr is playing incredible right now and setting her up. So Kyle Yates was all over and all on the Susanna Barr train playing with Paris Todd, and that's why these two ladies are sitting here in the gold medal match.
So the gold medal match finally upon us. It's been a long day, an action-packed day filled with incredible pickleball. Some of the best in the world on display here tonight in Grand Rapids, Michigan at Belknap Park for the Beer City Open. It's part of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series. This is the 5th. There will be a 6th. Of course, the National Championships held November 5th through the 13th. At the legendary Indian Wells Tennis Garden in beautiful California. It is the sport's premier event, located just outside of Palm Springs. Always an event these players look forward to.
Look out, Diane. Diane Unitich, one of our referees for this match, almost getting lit up off the paddle of Paris Todd in warm-ups. We haven't even started yet, Michelle.
And just to mention to everyone else, we've got 2 more matches after this. The men's medal matches, which are taking place. The play-in match, the bronze, is taking place on the court next to us, and it is neck and neck between Julian Arnold and Stefan Auvergne and Travis Rettenmeyer and his partner Gabe Tardio. They have been trading momentum. Took a medical timeout. That was the reason for the delay. We apologize for that break in the schedule. This was unanticipated for us as well, but we roll with it. Andrea Koop in the pink shirt, the tournament director here in Grand Rapids, full-time lawyer, former national championship tennis player, UCLA, one of the best in the world in the sport. Her partner, Simone Jardim, the GOAT, also one of the best in the sport. So the point of that was this is only the beginning for us this evening. We still have 2 more men's medal matches coming up after this.
The point of my statement was
that
we have much more pickleball under the lights.
We aren't going anywhere. So as long as you have time on your Saturday night, we do too. We're thrilled to be spending it with you.
3, 2, 1.
And the winners of that play-in match, they're going to play Dylan Frazier and Taylor Chuck Taylor, excuse me.
Ready for the gold medal match here on center court.
Matchup was just announced here on the premise that the gold medal match is taking place. The crowd is split between the conclusion of this men's doubles match next door. It's been so close all the way through.
As soon as that match is over, all the backs we see are just going to turn around because they're all looking and creeping over onto that other court right now. We are underway here. Paris Todd to serve.
Paris Todd coming out hot right out of the gate.
Well, and that's exactly what Susanna Barr wants to see, is an aggressive Paris Todd right off the bat. That serve of Paris Todd kind of died, didn't go anywhere.
Paris Todd, a much different start than the one she had in our bronze medal match. She's locked in. Ooh, Simone Jardim, though, hammering the angle home.
Don't leave that ball up for Jardim because it is not coming back. But a good start for Barr and Todd. Get on the board early. Wow.
What defense from Andrea Koop. Susanna Barr overpowering her in the end, though. Second serve goes to Simone Jardim.
That's good speed up right there from Jardim, going right at the right shoulder of Susanna Barr, kind of handcuffing her a little bit. Those of you guys watching, that's not a personal shot or a bad shot or a mean shot. That's a good shot by Jardim at the shoulder.
A grab by Jardim. That one was not going to be returned. Paris Todd locked in early, Dom.
Yeah, she's looking good. And again, like I said, if I'm Susanna Barr, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of my partner right now. Makes Susanna Barr's job that much easier. Nice dig.
Jardim into the net. And so Barr and Todd take the 2-point lead.
If Barr wins points like that against Jardim, it's a good sign for Todd and Barr. Nice get from Koop. A little long on the lob. And a slow start here for Andrea Koop and Simone Jardim. And again, we talked about it earlier. We'll see if that late night last night, here till 10:30 for both Koop and Jardim, has any effects.
And a nice long break, though, leading into this gold medal match. Susanna Barr will take back the second serve and a 3-point lead.
Wow. They're getting all the rolls right now. But we saw that in this match that they played earlier. One team would get like 3 or 4, and then the next team would get 3 or 4. Very streaky off the tape.
Barr and Todd, a couple of ladies on a mission. Paris Todd once again locked in on that double-handed backhand.
Yeah, a little high on the drop from Susanna Barr, but Paris Todd there to clean it up with her Rafa Nadal look with the headband on under the lights tonight.
Simone Jardim back to serve.
Nice drop.
What a rip from Jardim. And they need it. Now trailing by 4. The conclusion of the match next door with the men's doubles has finished. And so the fans are coming back here to championship court to watch these gold medal matches unfold. Just long for Susanna Barr there. What happened?
Yeah, hands battle. Barr goes right at Koop, but then can't get on top. See her kind of cut underneath that. That ball sails there. She's got to get over the top, get that ball down. Nice dig. What a dig from Simone Jardim there.
Well-placed shot by Jardim, doing what she does best, and can never count the goat out of these games. Right back in it, down by 2. Paris Todd taking over, just too powerful with that forehand.
Koop and Jardim still have second server here. That's good dig right there off the beautiful drop from Andrea Koop.
Paris Todd back to serve. Koop speeds it up first. Susanna Barr all over it down the line.
Great hands there from Barr, and like you said, Koop speeds it up first. And then finally, Barr able to get on top of that one, not like the last one where she got underneath it. And again, there's that drop that when I came off the court after that interview, Kyle Yates was talking about. It is nasty, and it is tough to dig out right there.
Timeout is called on the court. It was very clear that Paris Todd and Susanna Barr were setting the tone early in this gold medal matchup. What chemistry is working on their side?
One, you always expect a little bit of a slow start in game one of the team that won the winter bracket final. Why? They have a break. So they have a little bit of a longer break. I'm sure Simone Jardim went back to her hotel, changed, possibly showered. Koop stuck around here because she's tournament director. She's wearing many hats. She never left. But you expect a little bit of a slow start. We're beyond the point of slow start. Now we're into the match. It's 8-4. They should be fine right now. But you're not fine when you have a very aggressive Paris Todd coming in on very good Susanna Barr drops. That puts a lot of pressure on Jardim and Koop if Susanna Barr is hitting those good thirds.
Paris Todd back to serve. The gold medal in sight. That ball is wide. Barr and Todd one step closer, 2 points away. They have the longer road ahead since they've lost today to Koop and Jardim. So if they do win this match, we're going one more to 15. Paris Todd almost had the point. Susanna Barr sends it into the net.
So Paris Todd hits 3 absolutely missiles. And it's like Susanna Barr was like, let me try. And she hits off the top of the net. Both her and Todd have a laugh. But on the opposite side, what digs from Jardim and Koop just to stay alive.
Koop the server. Couple of misses for Barr. She knows it. Koop and Jardim, not a lot of time left for a comeback.
One more point, and if I'm Barr and Todd, I'm calling a timeout. They're not going to call a timeout, but Koop and Jardim, the last thing you need for them is to get streaky here. And they're coming right back here. Some good drops.
Paris Todd loads up on that one. Koop falls just short, but this game is within reaching distance for Jardim. 3 points back. That ball is wide, and so Barr and Todd will regain the chance to close in on game 1 here in this gold medal matchup. What a finish for Andrea Koop.
Yeah, Barr got a little high on the dink cross court to Jardim. Jardim able to speed up on her terms, and the finish from Koop.
Andrea Koop once again, the enforcer on that forehand.
Yeah, last place that Susanna Barr wants to go is to that forehand right there of Andrea Koop. And a quick side out for Koop and Jardim.
Solid hold for them. The infamous lob missed again from Jardim. She's frustrated with it. Doesn't normally miss those.
Yeah, she just got a little too much of it.
Jardim loading up on the forehand. Gets it done, pulls this game within 2.
Yeah, big counter there in the middle from Jardim as she saw the speed up, anticipated the speed up from Paris Todd. They inch closer. Wow, that ball on the line from Barr. What
Simone
work.
Jardim working that backhand dink to Paris Todd. So smart. Timeout called on the court. What stood out to you in that play?
That they're 1 point late of calling that timeout. I would have called it at 7, not within 1. Now it's just really close. Now you really have to stop this point. You cannot allow them to come in here and tie this up after you had a 9-4 lead. So similar to the last match that we saw, again, with these two teams. One team would pull away, the other team would catch up, and that's what's happening here again. They need to stop this here. I would have called it maybe 1 point earlier. They call it now, at least they did, but they need to stop here. Big stop coming up when we come back from this timeout.
Tactically speaking, what are Koop and Jardim doing to pull Barr and Todd out of rhythm?
Well, Simone Jardim isn't missing cross-court dink right now, so she's feeling it right now. So maybe, I don't know, flip middle a little bit, because on her backhand side, she's really carving that out. So I'd flip middle maybe go behind Koop a little bit. Not a ball that she can attack, though. Keep something nice and low. Wow. Oh, and the easiest one of all of them, Koop struggled with a little bit, but great defense. Good timeout from Barr and Todd. But now you have to score.
Susanna Barr will try to do just that. Paris Todd was ready for the pace, just fell short. 1 hole down, 1 to go for Koop and Jardim, trailing by 1. Huge point on the paddle of Paris Todd.
Big momentum shifter right here. On the line with
serve.
the serve, on the line with the return.
What a serve to return battle there. And a huge hold for Koop and Jardim.
I like the aggressiveness of Todd right there, but she's got to take a full step over.
Jardim with the finish. Tie game on championship court for this first gold medal matchup. Andrea Koop back to serve, 2 points away from going up 1-0 on Barr and Todd. Best 2 of 3, games to 11. What defense, that ball is called out. My goodness, Koop and Jardim digging out everything. Timeout is called. What do you do if you're Barr and Todd right now? Koop and Jardim back to their game, playing solid defense and offense on their side.
Well, they got a ball that they could handle right there, did Susanna Barr. She just overhits it. But again, why do you overhit that? Is because Jardim and Koop are getting every single ball back. So you're trying to hit that perfect shot. Well, instead of trying to hit that perfect shot as hard as you can, it's not about how hard, it's placement over power. Where can I hit this ball where they can't get a paddle on it? So Barr trying to create that angle, but tries the angle and then overhits it.
Koop and Jardim with game points in game 1. The crowd building here on championship court at Belknap Park.
Got to get 2 holds here, do Barr and Todd.
That ball is wide. What a tough break for Paris Todd. Andrea Koop, Simone Jardim, trailing as big as 6 points. Came back to win this one. How were they able to get it done, Dom?
They grinded it out. Simone Jardim, being one of the greatest players in the game, did a great job of just handling herself, composing herself. They took a timeout at 8-4. That was the difference maker right there.
That is the conclusion of game number 1, but don't go anywhere because we've got potentially 2 more games and then potentially a third to 15. We'll be right back after this short break. We are back on championship court here at the beautiful Belknap Park facilities in Grand Rapids, Michigan for the Beer City Open. It is the gold medal match for women's pro doubles. Andrea Koop, Simone Jardim pulling a miraculous comeback in game number 1 to take down Susanna Barr and Paris Todd, who now have a mountain ahead of them. They not only need to win the next 2, but also would need to push a third match to 15 if they can do it. Koop and Jardim in the driver's seat. Up 1-0 here in game 2. Michelle McMahon and Dominic Catalano here with you on the call. Simone Jardim rips one down the line.
Wow, that's a big forehand here from Jardim. You watch her step into this. On her toes, leaning forward, big forehand winner.
Koop leads the 2-0 start.
I mean,
Paris.
even the miscommunication they're getting over. I mean, you're feeling really good when you're miscommunicating and getting balls back perfectly. After that slow start, they've really picked it up, have Koop and Jardim.
That ball's wide. But a great dink battle to get that point started.
A good point construction from both sides.
Koop, too good on that backhand shot. How was she able to create this?
Again, look at that. Just, again, on her toes, leaning forward. They are not backing off right now, and they have Susanna Barr and Paris Todd on their heels. And that's tough to do when you have two very aggressive players like Barr and Todd.
Ooh, what a grab. Great defense. Too powerful. Jardim takes the last one off of her foot with a big smile on her face. Paris Todd not letting up. Pedal to the metal on that point. What a reset by Simone Jardim. So good at her craft.
Absolutely. One of the best at it right there. I mean, Susanna Barr and Paris Todd were ripping balls right there. Koop just getting it back, and then Jardim resets, and they're right back in it.
Jardim is the second best women's doubles player in the world. Andrea Koop is the third best women's doubles player in the world. Makes sense why they are the 1 seed. They continue their run up 4-0. Simone Jardim. What can she do?
It's just so frustrating, especially when you're on the side of Paris Todd and Susanna Barr, because they're getting and hitting great balls. They're putting a ton of pace on these balls, but Koop and Jardim are just get it back over, get it back over. It just gets frustrating, and it'll force you as the opponent to try and do just a little too much, and that's what they're waiting for.
Susanna Barr and Paris Todd chatting in their corner. What's their strategy? You talk often about the in-game adjustments. What do they need to do?
Not get frustrated. Even though everything's coming back, stay within. Don't try and do too much. Don't try and overpower. Don't try and overhit. Stay within, stay calm, 1 point at a time. You are not going to come back in after this timeout, get a side out, and then play 1 point and tie it up at 5. You got to go 1 point at a time. So first and foremost, got to get the side out.
Not a lot of room to go. Trailing 5-0. Their backs against the wall for Todd and Barr. Now or never. If Koop and Jardim win, they win the gold medal clean out. No additional matches to be played. Koop with a lethal backhand once again.
Yeah, it's tough right there too. Barr left her feet. Tough to see right here because Barr and Todd play so well all day long. Go down 7-0 here. This is a mountain to climb. Barr gets called for the push-off. On the lob here. Let's see. There it is with the left foot.
Jardim continuing the run, 3 points out from a gold, adding to her collection this tournament. What a grab from Jardim.
Oh, the left hand from Susanna Barr, too.
Simone Jardim owning game number 2.
That's just too much room to give Simone Jardim on that line.
Jardim, the second server, 2 points away. Jardim with a two-handed backhand punch to finish the point and bring match point on her side. Gold medal on the line. She can place it, she can go power. She's one of the greatest of all time. We talk about it often. She's putting on a clinic, explaining to everyone exactly why. She's one of the greatest of all time in the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, she's playing so well right now. Her and Andrea Koop feeling very confident, obviously up 10-0 here. Paris Todd and Susanna Barr calling their final timeout here. Got their fans in their corner trying to pump them up, get them back in here. If Jardim and Koop can go on a 10-0 run, there's always a possibility that Todd and Barr can do the same. We've seen it before. Will we see it again?
Jardim match point. Gold medal on the line. Fitting for Simone Jardim to be the one to close out this match, putting a gold medal around her neck with partner Andrea Koop. The fans are on their feet for Simone Jardim and Andrea Koop. Why was their performance so impressive?
I mean, you come away, they grind it out in game 1, come all the way back from down 9-4 to win 11-9, and then come out and just show why they are so good and win that second game 11-0 here on championship court in the gold medal match. Andrea gets the gold medal that she was looking for last night, that Simone Jardim stole from her last night. So she gets one back now, and she is a gold medalist here in hometown Grand Rapids.
Don't go anywhere. We still have 2 more men's doubles gold medal matches, and we will also be interviewing the winners right after this short break. Stick around.
You don't get the moments everyone talks about without the moments no one sees. Early morning practice, late night drills, running it over and over. You don't get the crowd without the quiet. Everyone sees the glory, the medal, the podium, but every winning shot starts right here. Paddle Tech, let's go again.
Priorities shift from rush hours to slow breakfasts, from busy schedules to scheduled downtime. And as life happens, shifts and surprises are sure to follow. At Priority Health, we'll always be ready to shift with you, from complicated policies to ones written by humans, from a plan for 1 to a plan for 3. Because your priorities have shifted, maybe it's time your health insurance did too.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get a 100% risk-free guarantee. Call or go online.
I will dig deep.
I will crush this game.
Athletes know nutrition drives performance.
I will not slow down.
Superior Lab supplements help you power up and recover faster.
I will never surrender.
Superior Labs is a proud sponsor of USA Pickleball.
Brewing is both traditional and dynamic. That's the idea behind 5910 IPA, a classic IPA with a modern twist. And the name, 5910, is a nod to where brewing magic happens. Cheers to 5910, home of liquid craftsmanship.
You fired up the grill for one hot dog? Seriously?
Hot dogs, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to Championship Court. Michelle McMahon alongside the gold medalists from the women's pro doubles, Andrea Koop and Simone Jardim. Andrea, starting with you. This was a rematch from earlier today. How were you guys able to get the job done here tonight?
Well, we had a little bit of a slow start, but after we got it going, we knew we wanted to be aggressive. When we played them earlier today, that worked. When we were coming in and initiating first, they're just a great team. And when they're initiating first, they get us on our heels, and we didn't want that to happen. And I think we clearly did a pretty good job doing that.
Yeah, you mentioned the slow start in game one. What was the momentum shifter for you in your eyes, Simone, where you guys were able to turn the tides and win that game?
I think when we were down 4-9, we went on a run. Like we got a good run. I think we got to 9 like some solid points and maybe 9-6, and then we got a quick side out, and then we went 9-9, and I think that's when they called the timeout, but not that I would remember every point. But yeah, but I think we all definitely what Andrea said, we got more aggressive, and then it changes the rhythm of the game, and that was it.
Well, you stole the gold medal last night from Andrea. You get the gold medal with Simone here tonight. What's your favorite part about playing with somebody like Simone Jardim?
I mean, this is my tournament. I run it. It's a lot of work. Last year, I won it. Simone wasn't there. The first 2 years, the only person I lost to was Simone. And now that she was coming back, I was like, well, I have to play with her because she's the only one who keeps beating me at my tournament. And I got to play with her so that doesn't happen.
And how great of a tournament has it been, just from your standpoint of the work that Andrea's put in behind the scenes?
Amazing. I mean, the long story short, I lived in Michigan for 8 years, and so coming here was like a homecoming for me. I have friends that live 15 minutes from here. We get to stay. My kids love them. They're like American grandparents. So this is always has had great vibes for me, and I feel like I play great here. So, but Andrea does such a good job. I wasn't here last year. So this center court is amazing. You've done a great job. It's awesome. Awesome.
All right, ladies, well, congratulations, and don't go anywhere. The bronze medal match for the men's is being moved over to Championship Court right after this. We'll be with you after this short break.